freaking morning, YouTube. It has been way too long since I talked to you guys. I know for you it's just the normal 5 days or 7 days, depending on if you watch the bonus videos or not. But I haven't been on a bike motovlogging in over a week for sure. Probably longer than that. Right now I am 2 up with my BFF, Ms. Biking Bird, as well as my other BFF back yonder with his girl, also 2 up, experiencing their very first 2 up ride. I feel like I had a kid and I'm watching him take his, first steps and saying his first words, because we've documented his first highway ride and now we're documenting his first 2 up ride. I just feel so proud. So right now we are riding through a neighborhood. So right now we're just cruising through a nearby neighborhood. His girlfriend hadn't ridden on a bike before. He hadn't been with a girl before, so we're doing it the right way. Taking him through some neighborhoods, low speed, 30 mile an hour. Just get some turns, get some stops, get some stop and goes, get some turn stops, get some stop, go, turn around, up, down, whoop-de-doos. Just to kind of get both him and her familiar with the bike and how it handles with the different weight. He is not a big dude by any means, but his girl is also not big by any means, so that helps a little bit for sure, having a smaller girl in the back if you're an inexperienced rider. So I apologize if the scenery is a little lackluster today. At least I'm not riding to work, right? I mean, that's what you guys see about 80% of the time anyway. Now we're going through a pretty nice neighborhood. I think this is called River Mist or something like that, even though there's no river anywhere close to here. But speaking of river, that is where I was all day. I was out at the Comal River. First time I've ever floated that river. If you're not from Texas or the San Antonio area, floating the rivers around here is a huge summer activity. I'm sure that is a multi-million-dollar business for sure. But it's just such a great time. So nice and relaxing, and the water is always cold. The water is always cold because they come from the bottoms of the local lakes here, so it's always freezing, which on a hot summer day today, like today was, feels nice. But yeah, we went down to the Comal. We rented from Comal Tubes. Absolute 5-star A+ rating of those guys. The prices were extremely decent. I think we only paid like 15 bucks for the tube, and that included the $2 river fee, that included the tube, as well as the charter back and forth to the river. So they dropped us off and picked us up. Absolutely great. We had T-Roy as our bus driver. Shout out to T-Roy. He was awesome. The guy sounded just like Ralphie May, who is one of my favorite comedians, and he just had some great positive energy that really just, set him apart from other tube rental companies that I've rented from before. So I'm going to go ahead and drop them a link in the description. If you're ever in the San Antonio area, definitely go hit up Comal Tubes. We did about a 2-hour float. I mean, nothing really special to talk about that. It was the first time I'd done the Comal, so I didn't know about the tube chutes, which was pretty cool. Essentially what that is every time there's a dam that they put up to slow down the water, they have a separate side, like a separate chute for the tubes off to the side. And it's pretty cool. I mean, it doesn't last very long. It maybe only lasts like maybe 5 to 10 seconds, but you're going through little rafts rapids, that's the word. Going through little rapids and getting splashed, and it's a fun time. Had a group of 8 people, I believe. We had me, Alicia, also known as Ms. Biking Bird, and Sam, who are riding behind us right now. We had our friends Jade and John. We had Jessica and her new friend Dan. I called him Dickhead Dan all day, which was hilarious because he absolutely loved it. And then we had Gilbert, so we had 9. We had 9 people, probably some of my closest friends. Absolute blast. If you've never done it, definitely go out and try it, even if you can't swim. Sam can't swim. She only almost died once, and that's because this dumb bitch was blocking the ladder out of the river, and she's like, this is private property, you guys can't be here. And we're like, listen bitch, this chick is drowning, please stop being a cunt and let her up. So we're coming up here to Starbucks to get the girls some coffee. I'm not gonna lie, I really need some right now too, just because we had to wake up super early, because it's just something you have to do if you want to be able to float the river and not be tripping over people, because it gets crowded. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it short for here. I will get back with you guys after we are done.
Aside.
Alright, Starbucks was amazing as usual. I tried the new cold brew vanilla sweet cream. If you're a fan of iced coffee, I highly suggest it. It was delicious, a little overly sweet, but I still liked it. So we decided we're gonna go take a quick little ride through the hill country. Just kind of give Brad a little bit more practice on those two-up rides. I love / hate this road. I love it because it is a decently good road. It's got some great views once we get up towards the top, but I hate it because there's a neighborhood about every 100 yards and they have to cross 4 lanes, and you know how cars like to jump out in front of motorcycles. Every rider has their best time and area to ride, like as in favorite, not like most ideal, but favorite. I have to say late evening summer hill country has to be my absolute favorite. This time right here, smells you get out here, you get all these fresh trees. It's nice and cool down in when you get into the valleys and stuff like that, so it's not a temperature we're used to feeling outside in the Texas summers. And just the views that you get, I mean, it's just absolutely favorite. And that's one thing I love most about San Antonio. People ask me why I stay here, live here. First off, it's where all my friends and most of my family are. When I say most, I just mean my mom and dad. But look at this. I mean, I am 10 minutes away from my house, which is in the middle of a freaking neighborhood, like 4 minutes from my work in the middle of the city, kind of. And I'm 10 minutes from my house right now, and I'm enjoying a ride like this. How many people that live in the middle of a top 10 biggest city can say that? I don't know the big cities that well, but I would say not many. I have these kind of roads and these kind of rides under a half hour away from my house. I can take these roads home from work. I mean, how ridiculous is that? It's just so absolutely gorgeous and just the best riding roads around. It's just amazing. I'm actually planning on doing a Faces of San Antonio video, kind of showcasing the different areas of town and how different they are and how quickly you can get from one to the next. Like, I can get from here to the center of downtown San Antonio. I'm talking about the heart, inside the skyline, basically. In no traffic, I'd say 30 minutes. With traffic, probably 45 to an hour. But you can get from freaking downtown to this in 30 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. It's ridiculous. Ooh, I forgot. We're also gonna get to go through a little area, a little town actually, called Gray Forest. It's a very small, tiny little suburb, I guess you could say. It might look creepy enough out here. It might need to get a little bit darker, but this is probably one of the creepiest looking towns at night that there is. Because it's, I mean, you'll see it here in a second, but there's just not much to the whole entire town. And like the way the sun hits it, or not the sun, but the moonlight hits it, it just gets super creepy. Oh God, there's a bug inside my visor. Ah! Get off. Okay, you go. So I want to take this time as we cruise through this creepy little quaint town of Gray Forest to just thank you guys for the support so far. Right now I'm currently sitting at about 70 subscribers or so. I know I'll probably have more by the time this video goes out because I'm shooting this 4 or 5 weeks in advance, but I want to thank each and every one of you. It really does mean a lot, especially those who have actually reached out to me in messages, mostly on Instagram or sometimes in the comments, just complimenting me on the content I put out and stuff. Thank you guys. It really does. It really is that little bump that I need to, you know, get through the next episode or what have you. It makes me want to keep going, basically. I have a blast making these, so I'll probably never stop making them until, you know, other consequences or other circumstances come up. But it really does, you know, make my heart smile a little bit when I get that message saying how much they like my videos and can't wait to see the next one and things like that. But yeah, once again, just super huge shout out to you. I'm gonna say the 301 and under club from being here from the beginning. Hopefully one day we can look back at this video and think, damn, that was a long time ago. But seriously, thank you guys. It means the world to me. People ask, you know, what do you want? What are your short-term goals, long-term goals? Specifically motovlogging, my short-term goal, I would love to be the biggest motovlogger in San Antonio. I would say Texas, but I've got some big competition with Hunter Honda, Subimoto, Motonocity, and I'm sure I'm missing a lot of other big names I don't even know about yet, but those three in particular are going to be hard to catch up to and pass, especially Moto. I mean, he's 600 plus, I think, at this time, so yeah, that's going to be difficult. But San Antonio, I think, is an achievable goal. They always say achievable goals are the best kind of goals, so I'd love to be the biggest in San Antonio. Skid Vicious, I already passed you. Sorry, bud. Fettuccine Alfredo, I don't know if you want to consider yourself a San Antonio vlogger since you're not technically from here. You're just going to school here. Right now he's in Kyle because it's the summer. Catching up to him, he's over 100 at this time. Got to catch him. And Kid Cuervo, I don't know where you're sitting at right now, but I'm coming for you. And I want to say Lex Revs is the biggest. Lex Revs is the biggest that I know of, at least. He's got, I want to say, just under 300 as well. One thing I was thinking about doing is I would love to get a lot of stickers for motovloggers, but I don't want to just put my address out there and say, hey, like, send me stickers, I'll send you one back. What I think I'm going to do instead is send a sticker to them with maybe postage paid to return it, so it kind of give them a little bit more of an incentive to return it, so it's not costing them anything but a sticker, you know. And just, you know, trade decals, trade stickers. It's a great way to, you know, meet new people and things like that. I want to save a spot on my toolbox just to kind of start collecting stickers from other motovloggers. So if you're another motovlogger and you're watching this and you want to trade stickers, hit me up in a private message and I'll actually send you my address, because I don't have a P.O. box and I don't want to just be posting my address up everywhere. Anyways, guys, we are wrapping up our ride here. Sorry if this one was a little bit long-winded. I was actually planning on it to be exactly the opposite. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. By the way, that was a sport bike rider who did not wave to me and I waved to him first. See you guys next time. I'll see you guys next time. And it feels like I am just too close to love you. He's already learned, man. He won't get close to me because he knows I'm gonna fuck with his mirrors. He catches on too quick.